Have you ever felt overwhelmed, as if you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, trying to control every detail of your life, planning everything meticulously, only to have things slip beyond your grasp? If this sounds familiar, I want to share something that might change your life. True power isn't found in control, but in trust. Trust in God, in the universe, in the natural flow of life, and most importantly, trust in yourself. The faith that moves mountains isn't just about believing in something greater. It's about believing that you are capable of receiving what you desire. Today, you will learn a powerful practice. A simple phrase repeated for just 1 minute can activate your faith, boost your self-worth, and free your mind from the burden of control. If you're ready for this transformation, leave a comment below. I trust, I receive, I evolve. Throughout history, great minds have explored the impact of faith and self-confidence in shaping reality. Jacobo Grinberg, a neuroscientist and consciousness researcher, revealed that our perception molds the world around us. He believed that reality isn't fixed, but is a projection of what we carry within. If your mind is programmed for scarcity and fear, that will be the reality you experience. But if you learn to reprogram your perception, you can completely transform your life. Since ancient times, faith has been the key to profound transformations. Those who truly trust live more lightly, without fear of the future or the weight of doubt. Look around you. The people who achieve the most in life aren't necessarily the smartest or the hardest workers, but those who unwaveringly believe they deserve the best. If you live in fear, insecurity, and doubt, these feelings will manifest in your reality. But if you learn to trust in God, in the universe, and in your own potential, life will transform before your eyes. Everything you seek is already on its way. However, to receive it, you must act as someone who already has, who already is, who has already won. True faith is a force that makes the impossible possible. Yet many see it in a limited way, believing that simply waiting for something greater will solve their problems. Faith isn't passive, it's active, transformative, and requires your participation. Believing in God without believing in yourself is like planting a seed and not watering it. Believing in yourself without believing in God is like watering dry soil without any life-giving source. It is the union of these two forces that brings results. This is what is known as double faith. Consider the people who evolve the most in life. They share two common traits: trust and surrender. They know their success is assured, so they move forward without fear. This certainty creates a powerful energy field around them, attracting opportunities, people, and favorable situations. But how do you develop this double faith? First, trust that there is a greater purpose guiding your life. Even when things don't go as planned, there is an invisible order that puts everything in its right place at the right time. The problem is that we often try to speed up or force this process, creating anxiety and frustration. If something hasn't happened yet, it's because the time isn't right, or because something still needs to change within you. Second, have faith in your own potential. You were created with unique abilities and are equipped with everything you need to succeed. Often, what holds you back isn't a lack of opportunity, but the belief that you aren't capable or worthy of receiving them. Now here's a powerful reflection. If God believes in you, why do you doubt yourself? The Creator doesn't place dreams in the hearts of those incapable of realizing them. Doubt and fear don't come from Him, but from mental patterns imposed on you over the years. Here's a simple exercise to strengthen this double faith. In the morning, when you wake up, place your hand over your heart and say, "I am capable because I was made to grow. I trust in God, and I trust that He made me strong enough to achieve my dreams." Before going to sleep, close your eyes and reflect on the day. Instead of focusing on problems, ask yourself, what is God trying to teach me with this? How can I become stronger from these experiences? Whenever you feel fear, Replace the question, what if it goes wrong, with what if everything is happening exactly as it should? When you combine faith in God with faith in yourself, you become unstoppable. You don't need to see in order to believe. You believe, and then you see things unfold. Many people think that investing in themselves is a luxury, something optional or even selfish. But the truth is, if you don't value yourself, the world won't value you either. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't expect others to do so. And if you don't believe you deserve the best, you will hardly ever achieve it. Think about it. God created you to evolve, to grow, and to flourish. If you don't invest in yourself, you're wasting the potential He gave you. And investing in yourself isn't just about money. It means dedicating time, effort, and commitment to becoming the best version of who you can be. Imagine a farmer with fertile soil. If he doesn't plant good seeds and care for the land, nothing will grow. But if he dedicates himself, waters, and protects his crops, the harvest becomes inevitable. You are that soil, and your growth depends on how much you invest in yourself. Now, how can you put this into practice? Invest in your knowledge, read, learn, and seek to understand more about what can take you to the next level. The more you know, the more opportunities appear. Take care of your physical and mental health. Your body is your instrument for living in this world. If you don't take care of it, how do you expect to have the energy to achieve your dreams? Exercise, good nutrition, and rest are investments, not wastes. Choose the people around you wisely. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by negativity, you'll be pulled into that frequency. If you want to grow, you need to be near those who also seek growth. Respect your own time. You don't have to rush to keep up with others. Your journey is unique, and the investment you make in yourself today will bear fruit in due time. Now, an important question. How many times have you stopped doing something for yourself because you thought you didn't deserve it or felt guilty? That needs to change. You must understand that investing in yourself isn't a whim. It's a duty. If you don't strengthen yourself, how can you help others? If you don't grow, how can you inspire your family? If you don't care for yourself, how can you expect life to deliver the best to you? Here's a phrase to repeat whenever you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. My growth is a gift to the world. The more I evolve, the more I can give. Have you ever felt that no matter how much you try to plan and control everything, life always finds a way to surprise you? Sometimes for the better, and sometimes to teach you lessons that you'll understand later. The problem is, when we insist on predicting every detail, we create an unnecessary burden and stray from the natural flow of life. The desire for control stems from fear. Fear that something will go awry, fear of missing opportunities, fear that life won't deliver what we want. But what few realize is that the more you try to control everything, the less room you leave for things to flow in the best possible way. Life isn't a constant battle where you must always be on guard to avoid the worst. When you try to predict every step, anticipate problems that might never happen, and worry about things that haven't occurred, you end up spending immense energy resisting the very flow of existence. True power lies in trusting. When you truly believe that everything is unfolding as it should, life becomes lighter. This doesn't mean ceasing to act or shirking responsibility for your choices. It means understanding that everything has its natural rhythm. Those who don't grasp this live in a cycle of constant tension. They sleep worried, wake up anxious, spend the day fearing what might go wrong, and eventually wonder why they feel so exhausted. A mind that refuses to let go of control is always at war with itself. The greatest paradox of success, evolution, and inner peace is this: the less you force things, the more they flow in your favor. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. It means allowing life to bring the best opportunities at the right time. If you observe the most successful people, you'll notice that they don't waste their energy trying to predict every detail. They trust themselves, do what needs to be done, and then let life take its course. They know that true power isn't in absolute control, but in the trust that everything is moving in the right direction. Freedom begins when you realize you don't have to carry the entire world on your shoulders. When you understand that some things must be left to time, that certain answers will only come at the right moment, and that trying to control everything only leads to more suffering. Life always moves forward, regardless of your resistance. You can choose to go with the flow, or you can continue trying to swim against the current. The choice is yours. Now that you understand the power of faith, self-worth, and letting go, it's time for the most important step, a simple, practical exercise that can transform your mindset in just 1 minute a day. Most people spend their days reinforcing limiting beliefs without even realizing it. They repeatedly tell themselves phrases like, "Life is hard," "I never have money," or "Nothing ever goes right for me." The problem is, the mind believes what it hears over and over. What you say becomes part of you. So now, you're going to replace that negative programming with a new vibration. You're going to train your mind to believe that you're already on the right path, that life is working in your favor, and that you deserve to invest in yourself. The exercise is simple but powerful. For 60 seconds, say this phrase, either out loud or in your mind. "I trust life and I trust myself. Everything I do to strengthen myself comes back to me multiplied. I release the need to control everything and allow the best opportunities to arrive at the right time." The secret lies not only in the words, but in how you say them. Don't repeat them mechanically. Feel every word, absorb the energy of the affirmation, and visualize your life flowing more freely. This exercise can be done at any time of the day, but the best moments are right after waking up and before going to bed. In the morning, it sets the tone for your day. At night, it reprograms your mind as you sleep, replacing worries with a sense of trust and growth. Over time, you will notice a transformation. Your anxiety will decrease, your decisions will become clearer, and you'll begin to notice opportunities that you once overlooked. This happens because, by training your mind to trust, you create space for life to deliver exactly what you're ready to receive. Now that you know this exercise, there's only one thing left to do. Practice it, not just once, but every day. Do it for a week and watch how your energy changes. Do it for a month and see how your life transforms. Everything you experience today is a reflection of how you see yourself. Your inner identity shapes your actions, your choices, and even what you believe is possible in your life. If deep down you see yourself as someone limited, unlucky, or unworthy of great achievements, your mind will find ways to make that belief a reality. Our identity isn't something fixed, yet most people live as if it were. They get used to saying things like, "I'm just the way I am," or "I've always been this way," as if their personalities were unchangeable. But the truth is, you can change your identity at any moment. And when you change the way you see yourself, your actions change too. And consequently, the results you achieve in life. Think of someone who has always wanted to start a business but sees themselves as lacking creativity or the ability to handle challenges. That person might have the best idea in the world, but if their identity doesn't match that of an entrepreneur, they will always find ways to self-sabotage. They'll tell themselves they aren't good enough, procrastinate on important decisions, and constantly find excuses not to act. Now, imagine someone else who might have less knowledge or fewer resources, but sees themselves as capable, confident, and able to learn from any challenge. This person may face obstacles along the way, but their identity will make them persist, adapt, and find solutions. In the end, they will succeed because their actions are aligned with the vision they have of themselves. The big question is, how do you rewrite your identity so that it reflects who you truly want to be? The first step is to observe the stories you've been telling about yourself. Do you define yourself as someone persistent or as someone who gives up easily? As someone capable of learning or as someone who has never been good at certain things? As someone who deserves the best or as someone who always has to work twice as hard to get anything. Many of these beliefs were instilled in you during childhood, by your family, by society, or even through negative experiences. But none of that has to remain true. You can decide from now on that you will be a new version of yourself. This is where the energy of decision comes in. Real change doesn't occur when you merely wish to be different. It happens when you decide that you are already different. If you decide that starting today you are a disciplined person, your mind will begin to seek evidence of that. If you decide that you are someone who trusts more in themselves, your actions will naturally start to change. The key to this transformation lies in 3 elements: affirmation, visualization, and action. First, affirm the new identity you wish to assume as if it were already true. Say every day, "I am a strong and confident person. I act with clarity and decisiveness. My new identity is already active within me." Second, visualize yourself living as this new version of yourself. Close your eyes and imagine how you would behave if you were already that person. How would you speak? How would you make decisions? How would you move through the world? The more you repeat this mental image, the more your mind will accept it as reality. Third, act as if this identity is already yours. Don't wait until you feel ready. Act now. If you've decided to be disciplined, start with a small action that proves it. If you've decided to be more confident, make a decision today without hesitation. Every small action reinforces this new identity until it becomes second nature. You don't have to wait years to become who you want to be. You can decide right now. Transformation begins the moment you choose a new story to tell about yourself. Now that you have this knowledge in your hands, the question is, what will you do with it? Because knowing something without applying it doesn't change anything. Transformation happens when you decide to act. From today on, commit to this change. Trust more, take better care of yourself, release the need to control everything, and rewrite your identity. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start, because the perfect moment never comes. It's your decision that makes this the right time. Start with a simple step. For the next 7 days, practice the 1-minute exercise every day. Upon waking or before sleeping, repeat the phrase with feeling and watch how your energy begins to shift. If this message resonates with you, write in the comments, "I decide to evolve, I trust the process, I act now." And if you want to keep receiving content that helps you grow, subscribe to the channel right away. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. When we help others grow, the universe finds ways to reward us too. Now go and become the best version of yourself. Your life is waiting for your decision, and you already know what to do.